Okay, so welcome back to返學 DSE Biology. We are at chapter 29. We are almost there. Chapter 30 is just in a very short distance. So in these two chapters, we will talk about evolution. So in the biology respect, so how life starts. So first there are some inorganic matters, and then they start to form simple organic matters. And then these simple organic matters join to become complex molecules like proteins, polysaccharides, and also nucleotides. And then these complex organic matters are then enclosed by a membrane set, and then they start to self-replicate, and then they catalyze the molecules inside, and then eventually it becomes an organism. So I know that there are so many people with different religions. Okay, there are also people that don't believe in any religions. Okay, I'm personally an atheist, so I do not have any religious belief. And I have to say, in this respect, it is more like a fantasy instead of science. However, based on the current information, this is what we have, and this is how we start the evolution. So in case you really think it is a science fiction, so in some respect, for different regions with the start of the universe, it is also kind of a science fiction. So it's not to offend anyone, but it is a restate of what we have found. So we have the theory of evolution. We believe that all lives are descended from the same ancestors. We call it common ancestors. How we can study them is by studying the fossils, like their bodies or trace fossils. So we need carbon-14 dating. This term, carbon-14 dating, we have a joke about it. Is a carbon dating is like two diamonds going out at night. So this is a joke, but this is actually carbon dating. So based on the observation also deduced from the fossil, we believe that organisms are becoming more complex in structures, also becoming more diverse. And we can compare their similarities to support the evolution pathway, and also based on their difference, we can suggest an adaptation based on the changes. However, for the fossil records, there are some limitations because we don't have a continuous fossil record. Because some organisms, because of their soft body nature, they do not form fossils, and it is not likely to form fossils in any kind of landform. And also, it is very difficult to have a complete set. So if you would like to know more about the formation of this evolution evidence, you may have a look in this video called the 1 Minute Fly. It's a very famous video, and I strongly recommend students to watch it, not only because of biology, but also it is a reflection of how life should be, and I suggest you to have a look on it in YouTube. So there are also other evidence for evolution. That means that we can find some similarities between structures. We call them the homologous structures. These similar structures may serve similar or different functions, and that's why we call them there as a common ancestor. And there are also similarities in biomolecules, mainly the DNA and also the essential proteins. Because of these essential proteins are critical to our life, so it is not likely to change. Okay, so that's why we have claims that the human and also chimpanzee and also the monkeys are closely related in terms of the phylogenetic relationship. And it is taught in your chapter 28. So here is an extract of the EA document. So previously in chapter 28, you talk about the sex income and also the three domains. And now we move on to the origins of life. And with respect to the origin of life, we would like to know more about how a species can be formed and what is the mechanism of evolution. And for the evidence of evolution, we will focus on the fossil records mainly. And for the details of the isolation for speciation is no longer required in your curriculum. So this will be the end of chapter 29. So I hope to see you guys in chapter 30, which will be the end of the core section. Bye bye.